We're here talking about Children of Morta, which is this procedurally generated dungeon crawling family game. So what is the full story here? What's going on?
So Children of Morta is a narrative-driven hack and slash dungeon crawler with some roguelike elements kind of mixed into it here and there. But yeah, no, you'll be taking control of an entire family. You'll be diving into dungeons where essentially what's going on is the mountain that you've been guarding for generations has become under siege by this tar that's flooding the land, and it's corrupting all the creatures and all the gods of the land. So as the Guardians, it's your job to get to the top of the mountain to figure out what this corruption is, where it came from. But the only way to get up there is to save all the lesser gods at the base of the mountain, who will then help you get to the top. So essentially, diving into dungeons, killing a bunch of things, seeing how a family deals with the weight of the world on their shoulders, and then hopefully saving the world.
Yeah. So what is the inspiration for something like this? What do you look at for influences, not only in the development of the game, the way the game plays, but also maybe story?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess going all the way back, it started with the family. Like, that was our original, so like less inspiration, but like this is what we started with, our cornerstone, right? We knew we wanted to build a game around the family. And so like that's how the whole game started forming from that. So for instance, as far as inspirations go, Gauntlet and Diablo were a huge inspiration. We all grew up playing Gauntlet, couch co-op, and just obviously our game's not near as antagonistic as Gauntlet could be. You're going to be working together in Children of Morta. You're not going to be fighting each other. And then with the new rise and like pixel art and like let's say the restrictions being lifted from pixel art, right? So like we're using pixel art, but we no longer have the restrictions of that. So obviously, games like Hyper Light Drifter were a big influence on that. But then also like Studio Ghibli, we're a big fan of the animations. Like, I mean, if you see our corruption tar monster, you're probably going to be thinking Princess Mononoke. So there's a lot of inspiration there. And then there's also a lot of inspiration from Middle Eastern art. Like that's a lot, like the way our art style, the way our angles are kind of pulled. That's where you're gonna be seeing a lot of that there. So yeah, we pull inspiration from a lot of random places.
One of the things I like about it so much is that you said like all the characters can beat the game by themselves. So one of the things I never liked in games is being restricted to a certain thing. Like, I like the game a lot, but I just don't want to use this one character. But that's not the case here.
No, every character is soloable. If you don't have a buddy to play with at the moment, you can beat the game with just one character. All of them can sustain the entire length of the game, for sure. Yeah. Well, it's interesting because originally we always wanted multiplayer, but we didn't have the time when we were originally developing it. But then when our publisher came in, gave us a little breathing room, we were able to retcon multiplayer into it essentially. And we've tweaked the characters from there, but essentially no character is going to be dependent on any other character to beat the game.
So how close are we to completion, and is there a release date in mind?
This year. It'll be closer to the end of the year, but we're getting near. We're getting close, and we'll be on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC.
Oh, great! And if people want more info on the game, where can they go?
They can. We have our website, but you can also follow us on Twitch. I think it's just at Children of Morta. And then if you follow the devs, which is Dead Mage Studios, and then our publisher is 11-Bit Studios.
Awesome. Well, the game looks great. I look forward to playing it.
No, cool. Yeah, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you, man.